Hello guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Jesper Offersen and today we are going to look at yet another sunscreen, and we are going to look at one that is a tinted version. And the one I am looking at today is, or those that I'm looking at today, is the ones from Bioderma, and they look like this. And yes, it is a tinted version, and I have already done a video which you can see up here about the one that are the light colored one, so Teint Clair, so this one here. But they also have, and that is maybe a little bit unusual, that for a company that are doing a tinted sunscreens, that they actually do have more than one version. So they have this one here is called a Teint dorée, so a golden color, and it looks like this. So already, if you are looking at the description or the ingredients, then you will find that what is making the colors is the same thing for both of these ones here. So that is iron oxide and a little bit of titanium oxide as well in order to lighten the color. Titanium oxide is usually used in mineral sunscreens, but these are not mineral sunscreens, they are chemical sunscreens. So when you look at the iron oxide in here, then you will see that yellow iron oxide is listed first, and then, or you can say that titanium oxide is listed first. But if you go in for what is kind of like the colors, then the yellow oxide is listed first, and then you have the red one, and then you have the black one at the last one. And they come in the same order, so yellow, red, and black. So how do they make them look different? Well, obviously they just use a little bit more of the stuff in the one that has a stronger color. They might also, and that's a little bit difficult to see, if they are using a little bit more yellow or a little bit less compared to the red and the black in these various products. But the end result is that I would say that I have them here. The darker one, which is this one, compared to the lighter one here, is just a little bit more saturated in the color, really. And again, as I often say with these sunscreens, not particularly these ones, but sunscreens in general that are tainted or tinted, they're not tainted, they're tinted. You could say that they were tainted, but they are tinted. They often do not come in colors that are suitable for darker skin tones. And I would say that these ones here, yes, they are darker, but I feel, and that is my view, that these ones are made with a skin like mine in mind, so that if I wanted a little bit of a color, a little bit of a tan, I would start with using the lighter one, and then as I'm building up the tan over the summer period, then I would use the darker one. So I don't really think that these ones are made while they were thinking about darker skin tones as such, and that is of course a problem. But I don't know what they thought of when they made these ones. I just know that there are these two colors. So we take, I only need like not half a teaspoon, because only putting it out half of my face, so I would only need a quarter of a teaspoon. But that is still quite a lot. And I think this is, it looks like a lot, but actually it might even be not enough. And the thing is, when you're using half a teaspoon for the entire face, that is what you minimum need to use. So you should use a little bit more. And also, if they are, for example, saying that you need to reapply during the day, well, what that means for a tinted sunscreen is that you will get a lot of tint on your face. So kind of like this. It's quite a liquid, but kind of like show like that. So I will go in on this side here with that one. Like that. And you can see that it really, it gives quite a dark color, or dark and dark. It gives a darker color than the side, but I do not have anything on. So, and when I tried the other one, as you can see in the other video, I did put it over my eyelids, and it didn't immediately start to annoy my eyes, but after an hour or two or something like that, it did start to annoy my eye. So, and now I do have a little bit of some beard going on here, so some staples, I think, something like that grows on my side here. And that means, of course, that when I am putting this stuff into that area, it just sits in the hairs. So that is something to think about if you are having a beard like I have. But if you don't have that, it's not a problem. But the company might say, I don't know if they actually do say that it is for women only or something like that. They don't. I don't think they say that. It really annoys me when they say stuff like that. And the other day, I was actually just about to buy something in Boots until I noticed that it was a package of various things. And I thought it could be nice to try. Some of the stuff I wouldn't try anyway, but for other reasons. But I just thought, okay, maybe there was something in here I could try. But then I saw this was for women. And I'm just thinking, why is it for women? No, it is for people that wants to look like these products are making you look. It's not just for women, it's not just for men. And it really annoys me when they do like that, when they say stuff like that. It's so old-fashioned in the wrong way. So I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but definitely I can see that I turn a bit more and more orange. I would say maybe not exactly orange, but it's kind of like, it makes me think of a carrot. And just leave the ears. Not if you were going out, you would obviously put it on your ears, but just so that you can always see the difference in the color from my ears to this side here. So now we have this stuff on here, and actually I need a lot more of this stuff because I need to put kind of like a quarter of a teaspoon on my face, and there is plenty of it left. So this will obviously give quite a strong impact. Now today I actually did not put any moisturizer on my skin this morning. I just basically woke up. So it means that this cream here is performing a little bit better because they say that it is an anti-brilliance thing. So it doesn't, it's not an anti-shine thing, and that is should be dry to the touch or something like that. And it does work better that way. But normally, if you're putting a sunscreen on, they are not meant to be your basic moisturizer. It is something that you put on top of moisturizer, because if you use this every day, you wouldn't get the benefit of your normal moisturizer. So usually people will put this on top of a moisturizer, even that there will be people saying, no, you shouldn't do that, you should only use it on its own. But that doesn't really work in reality, does it? Because if you use this every day, then you would rely on this as your moisturizer. So now that must be enough, but as you can just see, there is a plenty of the stuff left on the spoon. So I could just put kind of, I would say, double the amount on, and if I just do that, I mean, I could just put a little bit more on the side here, so you really get the feeling. I mean, it is really easy to distribute over the face, but I mean, this just feels like an awful lot. Really, it does. And when I tried the other one and had it on for several hours, it did start to get into all the crease lines, and particularly on the eyelids and on the side of the nose. So this sort of stuff will just glide into all the creases. And that what would you normally do with, like if you were using a foundation, you would put some setting powder on top. So I would say if you don't want this to move, you need to put a setting powder on top. That might not be, there will be people saying, oh, you can't do that for a sunscreen, and I don't know if you can do that on a sunscreen, but if you don't want it to move, you need to do something. So you can immediately see that it is a lighter color, but it is made up of the same ingredients. They just use a little bit less, and maybe they are using more titanium oxide in this one. I don't know if they do, but it might be the reason that it is not as strong in the color. Could you mix the two colors? I guess you can. They have the same ingredients in it, so I would assume that yes, you could mix it, but that is just what I think. There might be people saying, no, you can't. But as they contain the same ingredients, just in a different concentrations of the colors, I would think that you can. So now we see the difference. And again, there is a lot left on the spoon. Would I go out looking like this? Definitely not. Absolutely not. I would, I feel that I am completely caked in. And again, there will be some that will say, well, that's because you need to smear it out a little bit better. But now we need to remember this is not a foundation. This is a sunscreen, and we need to have a certain amount on our face in order for it to work, giving us the protection of a 50 plus that they are promising us. So that is 2 milligrams per square centimeter, and it is quite a lot. And that is why these sunscreens with the color in it, I think it's a really a bad idea, because I think that it is making people using it too little of the stuff. So now I wouldn't go anywhere looking like this, definitely not. And you see, when you have the lighter color, you can maybe see how it performs if you have a little bit of stuff like that going on. It looks, you know, it looks like a drag tutorial gone wrong. I cannot sort of recommend using these tinted sunscreens in a way. And now I can feel that, I didn't feel it that much on this side here, but I can definitely now feel on my eyelid that it is kind of like warming a little bit. It actually annoys my eyelid. I'm smearing it out like this. And yes, it will start to look much better, but what happens is that it comes onto my hand. And then I can, of course, just take a little bit of it off, and then I can go on and, you know, like, make it look better and better and better. But I mean, you can now already see that what that means is that I'm taking off the SPF, and it will not give me the protection that I am bargaining for. So yeah. What do I normally do? Well, I normally use this one from La Roche-Posay, and that is an untinted version. They do have a tinted version as well. That is really to the red side. There is a lot of red iron oxide in that one, and I've made another video where you can see that and linked it up here. But this one, it doesn't annoy my eyes. It has some sort of anti-eye sting technology, and it doesn't leave a white cast. So I'd say this is a really nice product. So yeah, what else can I say about these things here? Well, the good thing is that they are so-called reef safe, in the sense that if you're using it in Hawaii, it is reef safe. If you're using it on the US Virgin Islands, it is not reef safe, because there is octocrylene in it. So yeah, I look forward to take this stuff off, and certainly I'm not going anywhere looking like this. So yeah, this is how the colors they look, and you can see how my ears are looking. They are a little bit pale, and this one is a little bit pale as well. But yeah, I don't think it looks good. There might be someone that has this sort of color, and for them obviously it will fit perfectly. But just to have two colors, no. I don't feel that I look suntanned. I feel like I look caked in. I don't like the look. So yeah, this is what I had to say about this. And if you would like to see more of this sort of videos, please subscribe, hit the bell, and do all those things you must do in order to be notified when I upload more of this sort of videos. Thank you for watching. See you. Bye.